There he is, the president, mere days after going into hospital for COVID-19, tonight out of hospital, discharged, and pumping that fist. Then came a short flight across the U.S. Capitol, and soon enough, stunningly, Donald Trump, still being treated for COVID-19, was back in the White House, removing his mask before stepping in the door. This afternoon, his doctors, criticized for seeming to downplay the seriousness of the president's illness, signed off on his return home.
Though he may not entirely be out of the woods yet, the team and I agree that all our evaluations, and most importantly, his clinical status, support the president's safe return home.
Keep in mind, despite that video yesterday of Trump doing a drive-by outside the hospital waving to his supporters, and despite the images sent by the White House of Trump working while in hospital, it's been an extremely complicated period for him. At times running a fever, his oxygen levels at least twice dropping. Doctors have been using multiple treatments. Now, not only home, but tonight himself seeming to downplay the pandemic, releasing a remarkable video that leaves no doubt of his view of a virus that's left more than 210,000 Americans dead. Don't be afraid of it, he says.
And now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune, I don't know. But don't let it dominate your lives. Get out there, be careful. We have the best medicines in the world.
It's a message some have called unconscionable. Even today, Trump's press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, became the latest in Trump's inner circle to test positive. Just as Trump himself returns to the place COVID has seemingly been spreading quickly. His lead doctor on this today called Trump's prognosis uncharted territory.
If we can get through to Monday with him remaining the same or improving, better yet, then we will all take that final deep sigh of relief.
So he's in the White House tonight, Paul, but clearly this is a changed White House.
Absolutely it is. For starters, no more Oval Office for the president, at least for now. He'll be restricted to working in the main part of the White House, basically just inside the door he walked into tonight. They've got temporary offices now set up on the ground floor out back, which, by the way, are close by to the White House medical offices, including that of Dr. Conley. This keeps Donald Trump out of the West Wing, where there have been a handful of positive COVID tests this week, among other White House staffers. And by the way, journalists will be affected by this as well. Just outside that blue briefing room that you always see on TV are 2 floors of, generally speaking, jam-packed workspaces. They're for White House journalists. That is now effectively empty. They'll all be working from home. It is, Adrienne, a changed place indeed.
All right, Paul Hunter at home in Washington. Thanks, Paul.